Hello everyone, I'm Dr. John Lodewicks. I am the Vice President Academic of the Jain School of Global Management. I want to share with you about the classroom of the future. The classroom of the future that we have today at Jain. We call it the Engaged Learning Classroom, or ELC.
Good morning, Jaguars!
Good morning!
Okay, it's wonderful to see all of you. So let's continue where we left off in our last class. In our last class, we talked about data privacy, we talked about ethics in business. And I'd ask you to read an article about the Facebook Cambridge Analytica scandal, which just erupted this year in March. So let's go into the World Economic Forum, in its Future of the Jobs report, identified complex problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity as the top 3 skills of 2020. But here's where the problem lies. Traditional classrooms don't really do a good job when it comes to developing these skills. What we have done at Jain is something quite innovative and different. We've created this learning ecosystem called the Engaged Learning Classroom that focuses on helping students develop the skills they will actually use to work. Skills like problem solving, communication, teamwork, critical thinking, creativity, and business intelligence. So unlike a traditional classroom where you take notes and you watch a PowerPoint, in the ELC you will discuss, you will debate, you will argue, and you will ideate. And faculty will engage you by asking questions. Questions like, what would you do if you were the CEO of a business that is not doing well? Or how would you expand your business across a new market? So as we've seen, Facebook has been in the news recently for quite a number of scandals, most importantly for breaching data privacy and election interfering. I would like you to imagine that you are the CEO of Facebook, you are Mark Zuckerberg, put yourself in his shoes. How are you going to assure your investors, your customers, and your shareholders that you have their best interest at heart? Please come up with one integrated solution to address 3 areas. Government regulation, your own customer base, as well as the branding of Facebook. You've got 2 minutes. Time is up. Let's have a look at all the responses. Okay, I think we've got some great responses here. Let's do a quick poll on the top 3. So Sarah, what have you voted for and why did you make that choice?
I voted to have data regulated, and to be honest, I don't think Facebook is solely responsible for the data breach.
It's nothing like what you would expect to do in an undergraduate program. You will be cold called, you will be challenged to really think and make smart decisions. You will participate in polls and quizzes. One thing is for sure, you won't find yourself in the middle of a boring lecture.
That's an interesting point. I think Keegan wants to ask a question.
Yeah, Sarah has a very interesting viewpoint and I'm all for the regulation changes. But as the CEO, I would take accountability, outline fixtures, and focus on reassuring my customers that we are very serious about protecting the data.
I really like the fact that there is a spirit of healthy competition in the class. We are constantly challenging each other to step out of our comfort zone and think out of the box. We are active, invested, and really on our toes.
I think both your points are excellent. Now what I would like to do is I would like all of us to get together in groups and to figure out whether Facebook should be split up, because currently it is occupying a monopoly. If we're splitting up Facebook, then we can... The questions are drafted in such a way that you have to step out of the shoes of a student and into the shoes of a business leader. and using whatever information you have and drawing upon the concepts that you've learned from the classes, you have to frame your solutions. Over a period of time, you really start to understand what makes businesses tick, why leaders make the decisions they make, and how they can creatively solve a problem. Now, if you're responsible for the next phase of Facebook's growth, what would you do first? What would be your number one priority? Please submit your responses using your tablets. An exciting feature of the Engaged Learning Classroom are the tablets that you see students using. These tablets are equipped with features that allow you to virtually interact with faculty while the class is in progress. You can virtually raise your hand to ask a question. You can ask the faculty to slow down or go faster. You can participate in a quiz or a poll. You can take notes, and you can share your documents in real time. You can bookmark a lecture and watch it later from the comfort of your home, a cafe, or wherever you are. So how do we know that students actually develop the skills that are needed to do well at work?
We have a learning analytics app. We call it Scoreboard. And what it does is it measures the students' achievement of business skills.
Are you in the top 10% of the class in creative thinking? Do you need to improve your business intelligence? How are you faring in critical thinking? Scoreboard keeps track of your performance every single day and lets you know how well you are doing versus the rest of the class.
Hi Prof, I was just looking at my scoreboard and I don't think I'm doing very good in creativity.
You seem to be doing really well in terms of critical thinking and business intelligence. In fact, you're in the top 10% of the class. I also thought you made a really good point today when you talked about business ethics. What I could do is I could send you some case studies. You could go through them and we could discuss them later this week. And I can also give you some additional practice material to work on. I like to think of the ELC as a gymnasium, where you come in every day, exercise your brain, build your creative stamina, and train yourself to think like a business leader. And the scoreboard as a weighing scale that lets you know exactly how you're progressing.
You get to know the facts, how good you are at creativity, what you need to do to improve your critical thinking skills. You really get to figure out your strengths and weaknesses and take all the right steps to improve your game. I think that's pretty amazing.